YouTube, what is good? I'm back, baby. It's been a while. If you're watching this video, you may have seen the video I just posted, which was my birthday trip to Tulum, which was actually filmed back in June for my 30th birthday. And there's been just a lot going on between before June and since June that I just haven't been able to record or update you guys on. Life has just been super busy, but busy's been good. You can't pray for abundance and then be upset when your plate's full. So I'm super blessed, super grateful. Life has been amazing. The plate has just been extremely full, and unfortunately, YouTube has had to take a back seat. But I'm trying to change that. I miss YouTube. I miss making long form content. I miss documenting this journey of life, and I feel like I'm up to some pretty cool things right now. And regardless of the outcome of doing YouTube, it will be amazing to show my kids one day, or at least for me to look back on and reminisce on all the good times I've had. So I'm gonna try to stay accountable. I'm gonna try to post more. The goal is one video a week to start, and hopefully I can ramp up the frequency after that. But I am currently packing for a trip to LA. I actually used to live in LA, fun fact, for 4 years, but that was back in the day. I'm actually headed out there this time to LA for a business trip, which is part of the updates that I want to give you. Some pretty cool things that I'm working on. So I'll give you those updates in just a minute. I suck at multitasking, so I'm gonna finish packing, and then in the car on the way to the airport, I'll give you those updates. So. So I am headed to the airport. As promised, I'm just gonna give you guys some quick updates on life, where I've been at before I take you on this journey for my trip to LA. So I'll try to keep this as short as possible, but I think last time we talked, I was probably ranting about my knee issue and trying to rehab that. And I've been doing the best I can, but I really, over the last 6 months, have just been really focusing on high rocks training. That is a big component of my life. But I would say that's probably the third most important priority in my life right now. The second would be building a community. And I'm doing that through various things. One of them is this brand that I'm working for, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. And then I would say the number one priority that I've been focusing on over the last 6 months is just my business, my personal training business, which has been just the best it's ever been. So super grateful for that. And so that's really what life's been about over the last 6 months, working 10, sometimes 12-hour days, training other people, training myself, working on community events, so on and so forth. Back in June, on the 18th to be exact, I celebrated my 30th birthday. I did that in Tulum with a group of guys that are close to me, and that was a great experience, and I'm super grateful for the brotherhood that I'm able to get out of that. And to hop into it, the reason that I'm going to LA is because I am, as I said, hosting community events, and I'm doing that on behalf of a brand called Sigma's, which started out as a modeling gig. I'm wearing their clothes and their pants currently. And it started out as a modeling gig, and then we've just been able to develop a fantastic relationship, which I believe is synergistic. And so while I still model for them, I've been tasked with being their quote-unquote brand ambassador, and that responsibilities come in the form of obviously promoting the brand, but also doing these community events. And so we had our first one in August last month, where we utilized the gym that I work out. We had about 30 men come through, get a good workout in, build community, recover, go over some mindset pieces. and really set the framework for these future community events that we are hosting. And the community events are called Modern Recess, and basically that is giving the idea of, like, think about recess when you were in school. It was like the time everybody looked forward to, everybody came together, had fun, felt youthful, got in some work, got in some play, got in some conversation, and just grew as a group. And so we're doing that now for adults, modern recess. And so the idea is just to bring, currently it's just men right now because we only have men clothing, but bringing men together in a community where we can go out, have fun, touch on mindset pieces, and still feel that youth that we did when we were kids, while ultimately becoming the best men that we can, or the best versions of ourselves that we can. And so it's been fun. Like I said, the first one was last month, and I am currently headed to LA for episode 2, or the second one, because the team Sigmas has an office in LA and an office in Houston. And so we want to start, growing this community in multiple different cities and states. And so since I ran a pretty successful one last month, they've asked me to fly out to LA to help with the LA team launch their first event. So that's where I'm headed. That's been a huge chunk of my time and my attention lately, just with being a good steward of this responsibility that I've been given. And so, that's why I've kind of been lackadaisical, if you will, or just busy, too busy, to really just be on making YouTube content like I used to, because I've just been focusing on just becoming the best trainer that I can, and serving my clients to the best of my ability, building a community here in Houston. I literally just celebrated my 1-year anniversary 2 days ago, and then the third priority is training for High Rocks. And so as I continue to make these YouTube videos, and I know I'm just ranting now, so I appreciate you listening along, but I want to just continue to highlight the evolution of my life and how I'm managing and the involvement that I have with these 3 buckets, if you will. And these buckets will always change as they do in life, but these are the 3 that I have right now. And I appreciate you guys as always for watching, staying tuned, and let's get out to LA. All right, so I just arrived here at the gate. I'm flying Frontier today. This is actually the first time I've ever flown Frontier, but the company's paying for it, so I can't complain too much. We'll see how it goes. I did make a mistake though. So one of my friends told me, or one of my clients told me today, that valet is only $30 at the airport. So I was like, okay, well, I'm only going to be gone 2 days. That's going to be cheaper than Uber. And so I pull up here with the anticipation of valeting, but I couldn't find that. So then I had to park in the garage. And then as soon as I get parked, they changed my gate. So I parked in Terminal A, but I'm flying out of Terminal D. And so I just spent 30 minutes trying to get over here, but we made it in time. With a little time to spare, I'm just gonna get a little work done and then board this flight, and off to LA we go. Down. I flew into Ontario. The event is actually in Brea, which is kind of south of Ontario, not in direct LA. So I'm gonna catch an Uber to the boss's house. That's where I'm staying tonight. Hopefully try to get a run in, and then get ready for tomorrow. Game time. What's going on? Say what's up to the YouTube.
What's up, baby?
Hey, the man. what everybody think? A plus.
10
A plus.
A plus. Let's go.
10 out of 10 for me. It is like 6 a.m. I'm just going for a little run before the event. The event starts at 9 today. But we got to be there about 8:15 to get set up. So I don't know how many miles I'm going to get in, but I'm definitely enjoying this Cali weather. In Houston, it's like, it's hot all the time. So I woke up this morning and it's like 66 degrees here in California. So out here, gonna enjoy this weather, enjoy this run, keep it nice and easy, listen to some praise and worship, man, and just get the morning off to a great start. It's funny, I used to live in LA for 4 years, but I lived a different life back then when I was living here. But I said I would never move back, and I probably never will, but the weather here is perfect. It's beautiful out here. I'm super grateful to be able to be out here this weekend, you know, get to do what I love, which is fitness and health and wellness and help grow communities. So I'm gonna enjoy it. Didn't get much sleep last night, slept on the couch, but it's all good. So yeah, let's go have a great day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've been looking forward to. Modern Recess by Sigmas, episode 2. I'm with the boss man here, Jay. He is the beauty and the brains behind all of this.
I don't know about that.
But this is why I came out to LA this weekend. So, as I mentioned before, we had our first event in Houston last month. It went amazing. And so the other half of the team is in LA, so we're out here this weekend running episode 2 out of Brea, California. So, Jay, I don't know if you want to say anything to the people, but I'm excited for today.
Hello, beautiful people. We are excited for today. Thank you, Brian, for flying in and having an amazing time. Weather's great today. You've got a great, crazy workout planned again?
Yeah, we're gonna, we're always gonna get the bodies moving, man. We're just so grateful and so blessed to be able to do so. So we're gonna harness that gratitude today, harness some mindfulness, and ultimately just build a great community. That's what this is all about. So Sigma, Modern Recess, episode 2. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we're all set up. Quick calm before the storm. Shout out to BFit here in Brea, California, for letting us use their facility. So let's have a great event today, episode 2.
All of my friends going crazy. I gotta brag on myself, I amaze me. I know I'm got something that can phase me. I'm too dope like I'm back in the 80s. Okay, call me and I'm gon' slide. Pull up with me for a hell of a ride. You need a couple wins, they ain't doing it right. Hit up my line, we gon' turn up the night. I got a lot of wins on my dinner plate. Ain't coming down, gotta levitate. I know my next win is the best one, so I tell them that I'm on to the On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
All right, my brother, there we have it.
It's done.
Episode 2 in the books. I think that went well, so congrats.
Let's go.
On to the next one. All right, boys and girls, we just quick little turnaround. I did some work when I got back, but now we're heading to an impromptu photo shoot. Do some lifestyle shots here while we're in LA, so I'll take you along on this journey.
I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, look. I'll shut it down like a trunk getting closed. And they ain't on this level, bro, you really not close. Even in the summer, told them that it's so froze. Not talking about bass when I say I get low. I've been trying to get more, now I'm stacking my accounts. Saw going stupid, yeah, the numbers in the mouse. Heard them going quiet, so I turn it up loud. And they saying they ain't feel it, but they bout to feel it now. Need another check going extra. And I got a gas, no Tesla. Said I need a mil, no less, bruh. I ain't seen it yet, so I might go request ya. They been taking shots, need your best now. Seen them all talking while they chest out. Too much going, got them stressed now. And they see me winning, told them why you so upset now. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, look. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, yeah. I'll shut it down, I'll shut it down, look.